Alright, let's do this shit. Alright. Fuck. Alright, so, no one's really joined yet, but, oh fuck, I need to clean my glasses real quick. Hold on. I'll be right back, guys. My glasses are really fucked up. I think one of the things I realized is that, a lot of the time, sorry, I'm back, guys. I think one of the things I realized is that a lot of the time when um, fuck, I hope my sound is on. Okay. That would have been bad. Alright, yeah. It should be working. Fuck, I'm sorry. One of the things that's weird about my streams is that a lot of streamers take a while before they actually start the stream. Um, they do a lot of prepping. They wait uh like I don't know, you know, 2 or 3 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. They wait basically for their for viewers to join. Well, I'm so small at this point that I don't really have people to wait for, so I just sort of jump into a game and then see who wants to watch, because otherwise, if I just wait, that doesn't, I don't really, um, if I do it that way, I don't really, fuck. And then see who wants to watch. Okay, shit. Sorry, I'm monitoring my stream right now on my. Wait, that doesn't. Oh my god, is this not working? I was just. I had this right earlier. It was working fine before. I'm monitoring my. It was working fine before. Sorry, I have the game. Okay. Alright, oh, now it's showing shit. I don't know why. Okay. It wasn't before. Um. I'm sorry if I'm yawning. I'm tired. I drove home from, or uh, yeah, I drove home from my, relative's house, and it was like a 3 hour drive, and I actually only did part of the driving. I did like about an hour and a half of it, but I'm tired out because I didn't get much sleep. Um, I got like maybe 4 hours of sleep. I mean, I took like quick naps in the car, but like it was still it was still rough getting to sleep and shit. Um, and anyway, it was just if you've ever slept in a car before, which I'm sure like almost anyone watching this in the future, because no one's watching it now. Anyone watching this in the future who has, probably almost everyone has. Like, you know that it's very uncomfortable to do, and like, I don't know how to describe it, but after you've slept in a car or you've taken a nap in the car, you get kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, for some reason, like, I get kind of like, this is gonna sound weird, but I get like a little, uh, like, I like sweat, like, because it's so like, everything is so like, uh, closed in, and you can't really move, and it just really kind of, I don't know. So I kind of like sweat when I sleep in the car, and then like when I would wake up, I'm all kind of like sweaty and shit, and I don't know. That was probably too much information, but um, whatever. Uh, anyway, so I'm going to continue onwards. All right. It has been a while. I am getting back into. Um, I am.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Oh, God.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Jesus Christ. The last time was so fucking. It was so fucking confusing. Alright.
You're here to slay her. If you don't,
we've done this before,
it will
guys.
Be the end
If you're wondering, hold on. If you're wondering whether we've done this before, then we have. Like, okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is the wrong save. That is legitimately the wrong save. What did that do? Okay. And the game crashed. Okay. I have to close it and restart it. Okay. Which, thankfully for a game like this, is not too big of a deal. Yes. Yes, I know. I know. I know. Alright, oh, that's right. Wait a minute. I can't remember. I think, I hope this is right.
You're on a path in the woods.
Oh, that's right.
And at the end of that path,
okay, I remember now. I remember what happened now.
And in the basement,
yes, shut up.
You're here to slay her.
Shut the fuck up. Yes, I remember now. The entity thing that is it's complicated, but the entity thing that is possessing the princess basically like wiped our memory. So that's why it looks like this is at the start of the game, but it's not. So we're gonna try something interesting. So because there's different paths to explore, I think yeah. Basically, there's different paths to explore, and we have to. Okay. Forget it. I'm not doing this. Okay. Person left.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Okay. Yes, we know this.
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
God, I hope this is right. I hope. Do you have any evidence to back this up? Sorry for not reading these lines. I've done this before. I've read these lines before. I mean, I'll do it anyway.
You're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Okay. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to try to do things that we haven't tried before. Like for example, why don't we try doing this?
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Only thing that matters... Wait a minute. I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. Gonna go walk in the opposite direction now.
There won't be a new dawn if the world ends. There'll just be nothing forever.
Well, fuck you, narrator. I get to live. I get to do whatever the hell I want.
But I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Yes.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
I agree with this guy.
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path
this has happened before.
also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be
Yeah, I know. We've tried this before, but... Okay. Turn around again and leave.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Well, let's try to... Okay. Good, maybe everyone should die. It's what they get for dumping me in the woods, asking me to kill someone for them. Damn. I don't know about that. How about this? I don't care, I'm not killing
Killing is such a gauche phrasing and completely ignores the bigger picture. Your task
No, killing is just killing.
Princess, because she's terrible and she's really got it coming to her.
Terrible.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
No. Oh yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction. Again, in fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
I need to rearrange this camera. Is this better? Well,
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But As you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
Okay.
In every direction,
Whoa, what the hell?
there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin.
Oh.
An infinite fractal of
I think the
paths
narrator
and
is
cabins,
doing it to
desperately
us.
trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Maybe.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Oh. Okay. Chapter 2, The Stranger.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Okay, explore. You aren't kidding. She actually ended the world last time, didn't she? The hell is she?
Last I checked, there wasn't any last time. We've just met you. Doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience.
Ah, voice of the contrarian. Interesting.
The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day.
Yeah. Oh, I see. The voices match what your decisions are. That's
If by
interesting.
ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky.
Yeah.
The world hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Okay, just wondering, how is the sound? Alright, I worked on I know there were echoing issues with the echo.
The world hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her. Stop those pathetic little voices.
Okay, there's not really an echo here. Sorry, I'm just checking it from there. All right. All right. So basically, I basically tweaked the stream last time to try to get it. Wow. What am I trying to say? Fuck. What I'm trying to say is oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. So last time there were problems with there was like an echo basically. And someone pointed that out in the stream, and essentially I before the stream started, I worked on the sound, and that it should be better for this stream. That should not be as much of a problem. The echo should be better. But anyway. Oh wait, Oh, there are walls! Oh, there are walls! I wasn't even... Dude, I wasn't even paying attention. I didn't even see that. Okay. I was too busy spacing out. Wow, there... Yeah, okay. There is a wall. Those walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go to the cabin.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there.
No, they
That
have.
makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
Okay, I don't know what fucking woods you live in, dude, but I mean, okay, you think that that this is fucking normal for there to be a giant wall made of like blocks over here? What fucking forest has a fucking wall? Uh, yep, okay. Oh wait. Let's try this. If I can't run away from the cabin, then I'm just staying here in the woods forever. Stay in the woods forever.
Oh, that's a little boring. It's extremely boring. Can we really do that? Can we really just do nothing?
Sure.
No, you can't just do nothing. You have to do something.
Fuck you, Neri.
Alright, so it's decided. Even if it's boring, we're going to do nothing forever. Congratulations, you continue to waste everyone's time and do nothing. Wait, can you still hear me? It's getting...
Oh.
What is that weird feeling? It's like I'm barely even here anymore.
What the hell?
Well, it's not nothing, that's for sure. Does that mean we messed up?
Probably. Well, fuck. The world around you is unwound. Its physical matter replaced by textured nothing. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Memory returns. Distant rumbling, the sound of many signals, undulations of both sides, something other. All the fucking hands of you. That which dwells in the empty spaces contracts across the edges of the binding. She is furious. Betrayal. Every door you close on me is a door you close on yourself. Do you want to linger here entwined with a creature you taught to hate you forever? Eternity never ends. Cold spite. Our infinities shrink into something worse. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. Okay. I hate you. Whoa! Okay.
You're on a path in the woods.
So,
At the end of that
don't do that
cabin
again, I'm
is a cabin.
guessing. Okay.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to do exactly the opposite of that and do literally everything he says.
You'll find the princess within.
Yes. But if I just stay silent the entire time. Don't even.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. The blade is your implement. You take the blade from the...
Yes, we've done this before. Let me just see. Let's see what changes when we try this.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood.
Yes.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Sorry,
There's
if
a
I'm
heavy
skipping
chain around
these,
her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
I'm going to skip lines that I've already heard before. Um, if you guys want to hear them again, you can always watch them in an earlier stream. You know what? You can always watch them in an earlier stream. In the first stream, you can always watch my first stream. Um, Sorry if I'm a little mixed up, guys. I'm really tired right now. And yeah, it's just been a long day. But anyway, fuck. What I'm trying to say is, if you wanna hear the dialogue, like if you want to hear the dialogue and you don't want me to skip it, then just watch the first part because a lot of this is repeated stuff from the first part.
She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
Okay.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yeah, I think so.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I think this is going to be the similar ending as we already have seen.
No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Bet. Okay.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Let's try this. I'm sorry, can we just talk?
You're so close. Don't give up. You've come this far. No, this is a good idea. Maybe we can de-escalate things.
Oh, threatened, are we? You poor thing. Drop the knife, and of course we can talk.
I'm not dropping.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Okay. Fine then, I guess we're at an impasse.
I guess we are.
For the love of everything, just slay her already. Or drop the blade. Do something.
Are you sure you don't want to talk?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here.
Do I have to? Alright, let's try this.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an
Hey!
unceremonious
We
clunk.
made it! What's up? This is an anime, don't worry.
Maybe now we can just talk.
Okay. This is not anime. It's something
Against your
weirder.
better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed.
Oh god.
We'll be fine.
Maybe I should turn this down a little. At the same time, if I turn it down, you guys might not be able to hear.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to...
Yeah, we can just pick it up if we need to. It's porn. No, it's not porn! It is not porn. Yeah, I know. Oh, this! Yeah, no, this is not porn. If this is porn, it's very, very strange porn. Like, eldritch entity porn. No, actually, I think that must already be a thing, right? Cthulhu porn. No, that was, no, actually, in fact, I think I've already played that. It's called Sucker for Love. Don't worry about it. That's all I'm gonna say. It's called Sucker for Love. That's all I'm gonna say. But it's not porn. It actually isn't porn. But it's interesting. It's like Sucker for Love is like a dating sim, but you date like you date like a Lovecraftian monster, and then at the end, the monster ends the world. Uh, but you get the dater, and it's actually really fun. Like, it's really funny too, and it's fucking hard. Like, it's actually really difficult. It's fucking scary too. Like, it's a cross between like horror and a dating sim, kind of like DDLC in a way, but like a lot more leaning into the horror. Anyway, I'll stop talking about that. Get back to the game we're actually playing. Um,
So here we are. What an awkward start
Rule
to a
34. It's
relationship.
just then there's adult content. Yes. Awkward start to a relationship? Hold on, what makes you think there's a relationship? I thought I said this isn't porn. Uh, yeah, it's pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
The narrator man sent me to do it. That'd be ridiculous. Yeah, I. Nah, I'm gonna go with this one. I've been told things, but I'm not sure what to believe.
Believe me.
Fuck you, narrator. The narrator. All right. To be fair, the narrator has proven repeatedly that he has his own agenda.
Do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? Let's not pretend that's going to happen. As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation.
Okay, if we want to play the mind games, I guess if you want to play mind games, I guess we can fucking do that. What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Oh, if you're wondering, the objective of the game is to kill her, basically. But, it's kind of meta and weird, and it's interesting.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
The narrator, okay, this is an example of it. It's kind of like the Stanley Parable. If you've ever played the Stanley Parable, you know what I'm talking about. You can defy the narrator and do what he doesn't like. If the narrator tells you to do shit, you can choose not to do. Like, if he says, "Oh, you do this," you can choose to not do that thing. So the narrator is a character with himself that you can interact with. Oh, you also have voices in your head that pop up for some reason that you also talk to. So you talk to voices in your head, the narrator, and the princess. It's really fucking confusing. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
I love defying the narrator. Oh, you gotta go? Oh, okay. How would I get you out of here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
No! I've already said no! Well, okay. Yeah. I know what I've been told. Whether or not I believe it is entirely a different matter. Yeah, that's kind of what the actual truth is.
So, you're not going to shame? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Creepy. Creepy as fuck.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade.
Oh, she wants the fucking blade.
She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting.
I'm not giving it to her.
She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Yeah.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
Okay.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Okay, let's get you out of here. Examine the chains.
Good.
He angry.
I'm glad you've come to your senses.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
She's gonna escape or something, right?
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
There isn't a key. Do you have any ideas besides me cutting you out of here?
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance.
Okay.
If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Oh. Oh.
Someone else here?
Oh, we're getting... Oh, someone's fucking with us. Alright, try
You
this.
try to but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
She did trick us, it seems. Hey, let me out of here.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
It seems like exploring doesn't ever really seem to do anything.
I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Okay, Jesus, return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you
Shut up!
to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Who is they?
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess.
Against your better judgment,
Ah!
you place the blade against the princess's arm just above the...
Jesus, she's not even reacting to it. Why don't you try to cut... Okay, you have her arm? There's no way to cut the actual chain? There's no way to break the chain at all? You're just cutting her fucking arm off, okay.
You cut into her flesh.
Ew.
The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron bolt. You didn't so much as utter a sound.
Holy fuck.
Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
What?
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises
That's cheating. You can't do that.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
I know.
Watch me.
Motherfucker.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
He's trying to take control of us. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
What are you doing?
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
No.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Okay.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
The fucking narrator fucked with us. Chapter 2, The Prisoner. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
is a princess.
You're here to slay her.
Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of it, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it.
Hey, even though no one's watching, I'm having a great time playing this game.
You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Yes, we know. Let's assume that I'm telling the truth and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. The absolute irony. But that's one way to put it, I guess. You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to kill us. That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do. Which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the three of you are crafting. But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did
Maybe this entire
practically
game
force
is
the
a-
princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free her? Did you say something really mean to me? Because if I really did what you said I did, you probably deserved it. I'm a professional, after all. Sure you are. Anyway,
Okay.
I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Yeah.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Now that is what I've been trying to figure out. What is going
If it's
on?
the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
Yeah, if you're just joining the stream now, so this is Slay the Princess. Basically, we have to slay the princess. But there's a narrator that we get to bully, basically. It's kind of like the Stanley Parable, where you can, like, defy the narrator. And we also have voices in our head that we can talk to.
What a
And it's just
conveniently
weird. So this is the voice of the
things for her to
skeptic.
ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul. Oh, how I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain, inevitable threat to the world, the four of us wouldn't be here. And yet, here we are.
So basically, we're just, like, we're just arguing with the
You're
narrator.
talking in circles. No, I'm talking in facts.
Okay. Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
I'm probably not going to get an answer if I ask this, but who locked her in that basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Okay. The only reason she was even able to kill me last time was because I let her. And all she did was slit my throat. How is she supposed to end the world?
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true. Despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you. You haven't given us an ounce of proof. You do know that, right? What proof could you possibly ask for? Literally anything.
Oh, shit. Yeah, here we go.
Fine. Check your pockets.
Okay, check your pockets.
You put your hands in your
The
pockets
evidence.
and pull out an envelope with the words, "The Evidence,"
Oh, this is new.
written across the front. Within, you find a note in your handwriting. It reads, "The princess will end the world if you don't stop her."
This is bullshit!
Immutable truth.
This is bullshit! I didn't write this!
That doesn't prove anything. How do we know you didn't just forge our handwriting?
Exactly.
I wish I could tell you more, but there are some rules I have to follow for all our sakes. Please just
This is an
trust
immutable
that
truth.
these rules
Okay.
are in place for a reason. I'm on your side.
Right.
You mean you're on our side as long as we do what you tell us to? Exactly. Because you not doing what I tell you to do means you're putting the world at risk. I think we've got everything out of him we're gonna get.
Okay. So we could explore again. You're being cagey when
I told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail just
Okay.
Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to trust me here.
People locked her away. Why couldn't they slay her? Why is this fun?
I'm not supposed to
If
say
I skip
this,
lines, it's because
but
I've already heard it.
it's because you're... Oh,
Yes.
I didn't know we were Of course you're special. Ah, yes. Right. We're here because we're special. Look, you're annoyed that you're here. I get it. I'm also annoyed that I'm here. But we're all in this together, and we're dealing with a bit of a ticking clock right now, so please just get to the cabin.
That's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Receive the cap.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Yep.
Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess. The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
Interesting.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I'm gonna save. Quick save. Please. Alright. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
He definitely did not. Does a mirror not count as furniture of note to you?
Oh yeah, here's an interesting thing. There's a mirror, but he doesn't. He keeps telling you it's not there.
There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I think you know what we have to do.
Why would you lie about that? What's the point?
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
This whole cabin is different than last.
Very different. Yes, but why? Did he change it? Or did it change all on its own? Maybe it's a different cabin entirely. How isn't that a novel thought? Maybe you haven't actually been here before. I hope this means you'll finally drop your ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died. You certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. Don't get distracted by minor details.
Okay. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
Okay, the mirror isn't showing anything.
This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
What? Why is... Okay.
But it was there a second ago,
It was.
and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Okay. Take the blades.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without...
There's gonna be a lot of repeating stuff. I'm just gonna warn you.
Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar
think
around
she
her
looks
neck
different.
clanking loudly as she moves. The chains bind
she
both
look
her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her
both
hands
are
in her lap.
okay. Ah, that's interesting. She has more chains now. Like, she used to have just a chain around her wrist, but now it's both wrists, and her neck.
So much for cutting her out of here. Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
So what would that be?
That was there last time too, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It was.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
Okay.
There is fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where you were told to sit. Okay.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
I don't really know yet. Okay, I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that?
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game.
Hey!
But yeah, I remember.
Okay, great. Good.
I guess what you said back in the woods really was true. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has...
So it is true. So even the narrator is now...
It's complicated things. How, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen now. So... It's interesting because this is the first time in this playthrough that the narrator has actually believed what we were saying. That they've actually listened to
The
us.
situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
Yes.
A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just... good luck.
The thing is, can she hear the narrator? Is the question.
Now hold on, if you knew this could happen, why didn't you believe us back in the woods? Why lay out all those hypotheticals? We didn't have to talk in circles. I needed you to believe this was your first time here, even if that wasn't the truth. I hoped if I pushed back hard enough, I could cram this seeping mess back into the bottle.
So he knew it?
And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
I wasn't sure.
That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that.
Okay.
Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever
I love the
to
way
be in the dark?
He's like, the skeptic is like, why is it important for us to be ignorant?
The more I say, the more your mind will stray into dangerous waters. Even saying it's too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information.
I
For
don't
the
think
sake of
so.
the entire world, you need to accept that. I won't. Fine. But you won't get another word from me on the matter. Yeah, sure. We'll see about that. Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
She's right. Wait, why is she telling us this? That's a dumb question. You were asking about my intentions earlier. What did you mean by that? Like, intentions being like, do we intend to kill her or save her? That's a dumbass question. What happened after I died last time?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
Okay.
And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
Okay.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
That other chin on the wall. Who's it for?
I don't know. But you could always try it on.
No, thank you.
Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but self-fit chains, we need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Okay, inspect the shackle.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. And why is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is? And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
Actually,
I
probably.
don't know. Maybe it will. He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate. But what if he's telling the truth? He isn't.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah, let it go.
Good. Forget you ever saw it. Nice try, but I won't. Specifically because you told me to.
You were asking about my intentions earlier. What did you mean by that? That's a shitty question.
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either. So I'm afraid my only way out is another surgical removal.
But I can't... Okay.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck? Or
Yeah,
does she
exactly.
think she'd survive a bit?
She can't...
You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her. Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
How am I supposed to... Okay. How am I supposed to cut you out if you didn't notice your head is in a shackle too?
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that. She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't. Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you. Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her.
Yeah, that might not be a
alone.
good idea.
There's
Using
no
actual
guarantee that
logic,
what's good for
giving her
is
the
good
knife.
for us. So, what should we do? I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons. Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you.
So we don't know if she wants to end the world, but we do know that she
That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none. The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. Whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
Perhaps. Am I giving you a weapon in case you've forgotten you killed me with it last time?
But sure, let's talk about what happened. Because what happened is exactly my issue.
Jesus! You kind of have an attitude issue.
The last time we met, your body tried to kill me.
Well, yes.
If you take a moment to imagine yourself in my position, I think you'll understand why letting you near me with that thing is untenable. So, be a good bird and hand it over. And if being nice isn't enough motivation, well, I think you're aware that I'm not afraid to resort to violence. If you come near me with that thing, I will strangle you with these chains.
She doesn't beat around the bush, does she?
Yeah.
Yes, it's almost like she's a fundamentally bad person who wishes to inflict pain on others. Or it's another bluff.
No hard feelings, of course. But you should be aware of my position.
You realize that I have as much reason to distrust you as you have to trust me, right?
I do. So I guess this all comes down to which of us caves first. But it's not going to be me. I'm extremely patient.
Okay.
It's probably better if we take action anyway. No use trying to wait her out. That's playing to her strengths.
I realized that my cam may be blocking the my webcam may be blocking the maybe blocking her lines, but I can't, like, the dialogue in the left corner, that's her lines, her spoken dialogue, but I can't. You see, if I do it in the top right corner, it blocks the, if I move the webcam to the top right corner, it blocks our choices, the choices that we can make. If I move it to the bottom left corner, it blocks the chat. It blocks the chat messages. And I guess I could move it to the bottom right corner, but nobody does that. I don't know. I guess, I mean, like, you don't really see that. You know what? Actually, I am gonna do that. Because I wanna... no. Don't do that. No. Do this. Yeah. Because, trust me, guys, because I know it looks really weird right now, but, okay. How's this? Because I put it in, when I put it in F11, okay. Is this better or is this worse? Yeah, okay, that works. No use trying to wait her out. That's playing to her strengths. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm trusting. Give her the next.
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. till you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place. You tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you? Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world, right?
Exactly.
Try to take over your body. Exactly.
Yeah, we got it.
If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. I'm not afraid of dying again. Are you? A little? I think you got your point across. Fine. You slide the blade across the floor. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Thanks.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly as she raises the blade to her throat.
Oh, Jesus.
What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Ah,
Watching an easy silence?
her eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she saws through skin, veins, cartilage.
Man, I want to work with
The
women.
blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her neck.
Ew.
I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that? Huh. So that's her play. Killing herself? She isn't dead yet. Finally, you hear a snap.
Fuck.
Her eye twitches. There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink. Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder, and her neck opens. The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free.
Fuck.
It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet. Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back, please?
We put it
Tell me
back.
we can put it back. The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead. Congratulations! You saved the world. Are you sure she's not winking at us?
Fuck, man.
Obviously not. She is thoroughly deceased. I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
What's her reward?
We should take her with us, don't you think? What? No, you shouldn't do that. Why would you do that? I can think of lots of reasons. A trophy, proof of our victory. Hell, we could even give her a proper burial. She did save the world, right? You don't need proof, you don't need a trophy, and she doesn't deserve a burial. Just leave. Even after all that, you're still not satisfied, are you? Something is still motivating you to keep things the way you want them. I'm just eager to put this all behind us and give you your reward. Stop reading into things, the danger has passed. You can relax. I'm just keeping myself sharp. I'm not so eager to put my guard down. I am. I'm on team, let's put this all behind us, so can we leave already?
Take the princess with you.
Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still
this would
oozing
work.
bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin. Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved. She didn't. She's dead. But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is open it.
Leave the cabin and claim your reward.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
Well played.
Damn. So she is alive.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already... Over? Is he gone? But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you. So, the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
Oh, okay. So that's an ending, I think. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. The memory return.
He's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? What's that? Mirror. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get to it.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now, it's going to be the end of everything. You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. Feels too good to be true.
Broach the mirror. Pretty sure they die when we go, like the voices. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. Mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Look, you've grown. You've grown. Oh, okay. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. So this is like the meta narrative. Seat to the cabin. The meta narrative is that you are at the cabin. Approach her.
I'm sorry, sir, that I hated you. I do not hate you. When I found you in the long quiet alone, I was terrified. When I found you in the long quiet again alone, I was hurt. I thought you had decided to leave me here to wither. But your commitment now is final. Your ability to walk the path of mutual annihilation is vanished with your return. If you still wish to obliterate me, it will have to wait until I am complete.
I see.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Okay.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Okay. There's so many things I can say. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have given me enough to build a pond.
Okay.
My waters are shallow and murky.
So I need
and
to...
I yearn for more perspective.
Okay. That means I need to do things differently each time. So I go back.
The task of finding vessels is your burden to carry.
Okay. This is interesting, guys. This is interesting because I find that it's really okay. This is just a really it's almost more like a movie than it is a game. Like, I mean, I know obviously that's what a visual novel is, but it's like this is weird because it's not. God, there's so many layers to it. I don't even know if I can. I don't even know if I can do this as a let's play. Like if I can do this as a series, because there's so many different like there's so many different options and so many different like endings that like how do I 100% the game? Do you know what I mean? Like how do I know when to stop? It's like when do I know? How do I know when I beat the game? Basically. So I'll have to figure this out, and that'll because there is another game I want to play. I want to play Class of '09, but this is really interesting, and I if this is something that is going to take a long while to complete, or is something that is sort of more tentative, then like or is something that like you know to 100 like there is no real way to beat the game. You just 100% it by doing different things and getting different achievements. Then I don't know if I want to do any more let's plays of this because like maybe if you get enough vessels you can quote unquote beat the game, and I'm considering doing that, but I don't know. The task of finding my vessels is your burden to carry. Um, what does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together.
God, this is so like meta and deep. Like I can't.
It
It's
feels
hard to
correct.
process.
This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
Okay. You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that
What
isn't
manner of
me.
game is this? I have no fucking idea. I honestly, it's a visual novel game where you have to quote unquote slay the princess. But does this look like a princess to you? Because I have no fucking idea what is going. Like, apparently there's a meta narrative where you try to slay the princess, but then like you die and you do it repeatedly, basically, and um, and you have to basically make different decisions and choose different paths because there's this entity thing that you're trying to give like vessels to her. This is the entity, the thing with the hands and shit. Um, oh, they left. That's sad. Okay, I was gonna explain, but yeah. Um, when this is all done, do you know what you want to do? There's so many things I can say. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
I want to ask a few more things before we go. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Yes, yes. I see. So that's okay. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. Because I know her dialogue is the most important. She is actually giving me answers. It may be cryptic, but she is actually giving me answers and telling, or whatever this fucking thing is giving me answers and is actually telling me what I'm supposed to do. When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was.
Okay.
I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Yeah, she wants more vessels. I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be. I don't know that, but okay. What do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing you, I've heard.
The vessels are a weave of emotion at odds with themselves, but they are only perspectives. They are not me.
Oh, I see.
The wounds
They've suffered carved texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation.
So she's not getting hurt when we hurt the vessels or the versions of her. Okay. So we're basically simping for the entity, essentially. We're doing shit for her to help her, like. So this is the real game, is trying to collect shit for her. What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
Okay.
Do not worry. There are no wrong answers. And every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change your mind?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
Okay. So we can do whatever the hell we want, basically. Like, we can go through whatever path. You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? I don't know if that's true.
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
Basically, the game is telling me... Are you sure about that, buddy? Okay. I'm ready to go back.
I await your return, but it will give
I don't know
me
about that
time to
other
reflect
options,
on
but...
what I am.
Okay.
We will meet again.
Oh. I don't know why that scared me. Everything goes dark and you die. Because it's happened before. Hero and the princess. Bring the prisoner's head to her.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path
Yes.
is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Princess, yes.
You're here to slay her.
Okay. I get some sort of...
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it. While I
just trying to
appreciate
make
the
sure.
mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking
Just
clock.
trying to make sure there isn't any... There aren't any
Nevertheless,
more.
let me
Because I know
assure
I've
you,
done this
the
when we've done
princess
this.
is locked up because she
Yes.
is dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Yes.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job
And Slayer.
and slay
Yeah, I
her.
know. Can you tell me what my prize is for doing?
It's a secret. I think you'll like it. It's a special one.
I don't think. Okay, I don't think we're actually going to. I don't think there's actually anything here. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Okay, proceed into the cabin. Alright, so it's just gonna be a lot of
The interior
this
of the cabin
again and
is
again and
almost
again.
entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of the blade is your implement.
This is why
You'll
I'm
need
not
it
sure
if you
if
want to
this
do
game,
right.
if this is the sort of game that is good to do, like, for a stream series, because it's very much like a lot of repeating over the same shit you've done before, a lot of searching for hidden, like for hidden endings and stuff, a lot of grinding, not grinding, but a lot of kind of like the equivalent of like, I don't know, it's not very, it's a lot of talking, and it's a lot of going over the same shit. Like, and I noticed that it's not, these videos are not really attracting as much attention. Like these videos really haven't been getting as many views. I know that doesn't, I know, that's not the only thing to be concerned about here, obviously, with my YouTube channel. But I don't know, I just noticed that these videos, these Slay the Princess Let's Plays have not really been gaining as much traction and been doing as well as my my other streams, or as my why did I forget the game that I just fucking played? As my Jesus. Anyway, my other series that I've done. So, how could I forget what I played before this? It just a fucking, I don't know, my brain's being. But anyway, just takes the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Oh, duh. Coffin of Andy and Lele. Like that game attracted a lot of attention when I played it. I mean, obviously I don't just want attention, but I mean, from my videos, but I mean, I want you guys to like enjoy what you're seeing, and I don't know, I just haven't really been seeing as much engagement, and like, you guys haven't said anything, but I'm just worried. I don't want this to like bore you guys or anything. And I know the Coffin of Andy and Lele, everyone who joined that seemed to really. Of course, it was also it's also a controversial
The
game.
basement creaks open,
So,
revealing a staircase
Alright, I'm gonna
faintly illuminated by an unseen light below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp. a hint of rot filtering from the ancient
Yeah, we know.
voice carried.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you.
Okay. Just checking in on you.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Probably has been.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes
Well,
with the
no,
princess.
it hasn't, because
There's
we
a
were
heavy
here
chain around her
before.
wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
But anyway, so the voices basically are unaware of... The voices are unaware of... Shit, let me just... The voices are unaware that we're doing this again and again and again, but I know, and that entity knows, but like the player knows. So there is a meta narrative.
She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare.
I'm gonna try the non-threat. Like, early on in my first playthrough, I tried the options where I was...
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Yes. Drop.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Okay.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor.
Yeah,
You're going
we've done
to
this
need
before.
it.
We've done this.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah. A relationship? Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Okay. Is this going to change? If I say, what's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness. Or Her Majesty.
Okay.
Any
the
honorific
same.
should do, really.
She's, the name is... gonna
Note
be
the lack of
alright.
detail. You can't trust her.
Okay. How long have you been there?
Too long.
Yeah.
Again, she offers no...
Okay.
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Here's what I'm going to do.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
You know I'm
Do
here to
you?
kill you. I'm gonna lie. No.
You're lying.
Fuck. She knows.
How does she know that?
Exactly.
Don't think that just because I'm the one in chains, it means you have a right to interrogate me.
Fuck. Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Here's an idea. I'm going to keep you locked away down here. At least for a bit, we can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Keep her locked away.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
And then I'm going to just...
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with us...
I'm just gonna walk
we'll
out. Can I
find a
do
way.
that? Can I just leave her? Leave her there? I mean,
One
that's
way or
bad,
another,
obviously.
going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all
We've
our
done this
sakes it's
before.
the right one.
But, I mean... Yeah, this one. I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
Yeah.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip
she's
these
gonna do
chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
Probably not.
Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
There's nothing it's just, we're sticking to it, I guess. No, we're sticking to the plan and locking her down.
It'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement in, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there.
Oh, fuck, okay.
Make things easy for yourself about me.
Holy fuck. Oh.
This little door will hold her very face.
Uh-oh.
It's probably a good idea to try to get back online. Go to sleep.
Sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your
When I get out of here, you are at peace. Find peace. I won't forget you did. Don't forgive it.
Jesus.
Oh, the kind of enemies you need.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. It doesn't.
Ignore her and go to sleep.
Ignore her. Maybe the banging and wailing will stop if you just don't pay attention to it.
That's logic.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin.
Yeah, I'm not really
The ruckus
surprised.
has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar.
Oh, we're fucked.
Its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the
Oh,
way.
we're completely fucked.
Where is she?
Thanks for helping me
Oh,
out of that
okay.
basement.
You try and stumble to your feet,
Okay.
and as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the
shit.
cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the
Okay,
situation
so we just
doesn't
can't
change.
move. She's paralyzed.
So, yes. I can take my time with you, can't I?
Oh dear.
She steps closer,
Oh,
one
fuck.
silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
What the fuck?
Or maybe.
Okay!
You don't look well. A little green around the gills. A shame. If you'd only
Okay.
come here.
Uh,
You've done such wonderful
okay,
things
this is
together.
officially freaking me the fuck out.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath.
Please
Your
do not
heart
jump scare me.
freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
You'd say better luck next time. We both know this is the end. Don't we?
Oh no.
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
If you're just joining this right now, you must be like, what the fuck? What the fuck did I just see? So,
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
she just shut her organs
You're here
down.
to slay her.
Okay, she
If you don't-
literally turned into a sleep paralysis demon. That's what she was. She was a sleep paralysis demon. I mean, we went to sleep and then we woke up and we were paralyzed. Literally, that's what she was. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Alright. Getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Or no. She's going to kill me again.
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met
Yes,
the
they do.
princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone
Okay.
as skilled and courageous as yourself.
What?
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Yeah.
Shh. What if he hears us?
Oh, voice of the parent.
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me.
So
Not
we have
that it
like
matters
these
right now,
voices.
because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save after all.
Alright, Alright, let's try this. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing it?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We couldn't trust either of you. As far as I'm concerned, we still can't. All we did was lock her away.
So we have these voices basically. Yeah, and then she
How'd
fucking
that work out for you? No comment.
yeah.
Well, then,
she got us.
congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And your solution is to send us back in there. Do you want us to slay the princess? Or do you want the princess to slay us? Obviously, I want you to slay her. One of you poses a threat.
Get slayed by
the
the
other
princess.
doesn't.
Okay.
Anyways, I believe your other question was something along the lines of, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous
Yes.
assumption that your actions last time around
You
didn't
said this
have any
before.
consequences.
I'm sorry. If you're watching this for the first time and you're like, this is interesting. But like for me, this is like the 5th time he has said that because of the way this game
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess, and now everyone's right back where they started. Sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Speak for yourself. From my perspective, there were plenty of consequences. I'm never going to forget the way she just made us stop working. And that's only scratching the surface. If what you said is true, it begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or have you found yourself in another world altogether? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you?
Okay, I'm actually kind of running out of time here. It's been an hour and 15 minutes. I usually try to keep my streams within like an hour and 45. I'm sorry if you're watching and you're really getting into this. Um, but it's getting late for me and I gotta go to bed. Uh, but anyway, I hope you
If she
enjoyed.
brought an end to everything and everyone,
I didn't mean
how
to
are
click
we
that.
supposed to stop her? What do you want from us? I want you to succeed. You'll find a way. You're the only one who can.
Okay. Let's just save real quick. Save. Escape. There we go. So, oh, there's the Discord. Okay, so I'm gonna end this here, guys. Because yeah, it's getting late for me, and um, how about this? Let me know down in the comments section of this video whether you want to see any more of these, or if you want to see another. Because I definitely want to play this game on my own, and see what happens. But the problem with this game is that I'll have to. Okay, I don't want to spoil it for myself, but I don't like. I genuinely do not. It's very much a game where there are a lot of there's a lot of kind of repeating yourself and doing the same thing over and over again. But like there are different like to get different endings. Like it's the kind of game where you have to do it over again to get new endings. Um, but anyway, um, and I'm not really sure that that's something you guys would want to see, because it would be, again, a lot of seeing the same shit like over and over again, and um, I'm just not really sure that's very stream friendly, if that makes any sense. It might be more like let's play friendly, but not necessarily very like let's play like 30-minute video friendly, but um it might not be very stream friendly. Um so anyway, I think that unless if you guys can post in the comment section below, if you want to see more of this, then I'll do that. Otherwise, I think that's gonna be it. Like with this series, I think. And I'm gonna start a new one. Basically, I'm gonna start, which I'm really excited to do. It is the Class of '09. Both games, I've decided to play both games. Class of '09, the original, and the Class of '09, let me quit this, the re-up. And, no shit. I think you guys, I think you guys would really enjoy that. And, that series. And it's much more linear, it's much more... I mean, I know there are multiple endings in that. Something's wrong with my screen here. Okay. Yes, close the program. Jesus. Sorry. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna move my thing back right over here. No, over here. Because that's where I was before. Okay. Wow, an hour and 55 minutes. That is too long. I need to go to bed. Alright, so, yeah. So that was my stream. Hope you guys enjoyed. Again, I'm probably not going to make any more of these, of this game, just because I think that it's not very stream friendly. But if you guys don't think so, and you, want to see more of it, then type in the comment section below, no, I want to see more of this, I like this, or any of that. Or maybe if this video does well enough, the algorithm picks it up or something. Um, I don't know. Then I'll see what I can do and I'll change my plans. But for right now, I don't think I'm going to do any more of these. So yeah, I think that's it, and I'm gonna end my stream here. So, all right.